Today we're going to be building the most effective MACD trading strategy, so let's get straight to it. Hey trader devs, I hope you're all going extremely well. My name is David and welcome to my channel where I go through trading strategies that I find on YouTube and on the web, and then I use code to debunk the bad ones and find the good ones. Today we're going to be looking at a strategy which was on a trading website, which was, let me have a look at this very quickly, by Daytrading. So the idea is we're going to actually be using just the MACD as a trading strategy. It's extremely simple and we're going to be adding it to the boilerplate. That way we'll be able to get the entries from the crossover in the MACD, and then we'll be able to use things like the ATR to create our perfect trading strategy. I'll be using a single take profit because a lot of people asked me to do that, and I'm also going to be trading something different today. I'm going to be trading Ethereum because a couple of people have said that I've been using Bitcoin a bit too often, and it'll be nice to adapt some of the strategies to another pair. So I guess the best thing is to go straight to my computer and have a look at this. But before I go, don't forget you can add all of these trading strategies to your TradingView. The links are in the description. And I'd like to say a big thank you to Bybit, who have partnered with us for the YouTube videos. You can find out more about Bybit's exchange also in the description. Right, that's it. Let's get over to coding. Okay, here we are on my computer. First things first, I'm going to go over to this YouTube channel. The actual YouTube channel I was talking about is Daytrading, who have done a full review of the MACD, gone through it in very much a lot of detail. You can find that video down in the description inside this video as well. Okay, now we have a clean chart. I'm going to go through adding the indicators. So we go up to the top up here, and we're going to press indicators. And then we're literally going to add the MACD itself. Find the MACD, we have to type MACD up here. Oh, that was MACS, MACD. And I'm going to have to scroll down a lot because I've already made a lot of MACD scripts. We're going to be looking for the moving average convergence divergence, and that is the MACD. We're going to click that, and that's going to add it to our chart for us like that below. And then we're going to be adding an EMA. The EMA is the moving average exponential. That's going to add a nice blue line to our chart. The only part that I'm going to be changing is the EMA's value length. I'm going to be changing that to 100. And I'm going to just leave it like that. I will actually change the style just for the YouTube video because that way you can see it a little bit better. There you go, made it a little bit thicker so we can see it. Okay, now we have the EMA and the MACD on the chart. I'm going to just pull this down very slightly. When the price action is below this blue line, the EMA, we're looking for shorts. When we're above the EMA, we're looking for longs. If we go over to the MACD, it is extremely simple. This strategy is very simple. I've been through lots of YouTube videos and there's lots of different strategies out there for the crossovers in the MACD and the histogram itself. So we'll be coding in a couple. There is also a lot of algorithms like the normalized MACD. There's the MACD L, which is a MACD which tries to look a little bit more into the future and what could possibly happen. I'm also going to be adding those to the boilerplate to try and find the absolute best settings. So the idea is for the simplest idea, we're looking for a crossover on this MACD. We're looking to be underneath that, below that 200 EMA, just like this up here. And we're looking for a crossover inside this MACD. We're looking for it to be above the zero line. So the zero line is this part here, which is between the green and the red here. We're looking for a crossover from the blue line from the orange line to be above the blue line, just like this, just here. So this would have been an absolutely perfect entry. Let me add a short just here. We would have entered around here. We would have had to have a stop loss, which would have been quite big on this one here. But the idea is we're going to be adding the ATR for our stop losses and things like that. I'll automatically put that into the boilerplate, but the ATR is another simple indicator that we can use here. That I'll just type ATR bands by Alexander TH. And to set this up, all I do is literally press this and increase the multiplier to 3. And that lets us set up our stop loss and take profits. So if we were entering on our entrance here, we would have put our stop loss just here, and we would have been aiming for a 1 to 2 risk to reward. This one may have just about made it, which would have been fantastic. But there's plenty of crossovers, as you can see, depending on the strategy that you're trading, whether the crossover had to be above the 0 or not. We will go in through that inside the actual boilerplate afterwards. Okay, now we're looking for a long, so we have to be above that 100 EMA there, and we're looking for a crossover below the 0 line. Okay, it took me a little while to find a decent entry on a long, so here we are. I'm going to be adding a long position just here. We have a crossover in the below the 0 line. It is quite close to that 0 line, so maybe something that we might have filtered out in one of the scripts, but it seems to be there, so let's take it. We're above the 100 EMA. I'm going to be adding the stop loss to the ATR just here, and then we're looking for a 1 to 2 risk to reward as always. So I'm going to be looking for that just there, and there we have it, at 2.2, almost a 3% win. Perfect. As I said, I am just cherry picking just to explain the strategy. As I said, I will be adding this to the boilerplate and creating lots of different strategies to try and find the absolute best one. Okay, so now I'm going to go over to my computer and backtest this. I'm going to code it so that we can find our best number of entries, get the perfect entries, make sure they're right in exactly the right place. In the meantime, if you do have a couple of minutes and do enjoy the videos, please don't forget to give it a good old thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. As always, you can find all of the links to the Patreon and all of our Discord and all of the free indicators down below in the description. Right, over to the computer where I will code.
Come on, David, and once again he's gone to code a new strategy. He'll be back in just 5 minutes. RSI and MACD. If he doesn't run into any bugs, there will be a new strategy. Come on, David, hurry up. Come on, David, show us what you got. Come on, David, our patience running out.
Okay, I have now finished coding that, so we have actually a full indicator ready to backtest. I have added a couple of indicators for Confluence, which I'll go through in a minute. I have used the optimizer to find the absolute best settings for these indicators. A couple of weird things come up. I have noticed that over the past couple of weeks that if you take out the Saturday and Sunday out of TradingView, especially in crypto, you tend to get a lot better results. So I will be removing the Saturday and the Sunday. That's why this area here is red. I realized that the MACD strategy seems to be very, very good at getting 8% here and there throughout the week, and if you manage to optimize it well on many coin pairs, you'll be able to trade this quite well, I believe. Obviously not in the slightest financial advice, but it does look to be a good trading strategy. I have actually coupled it with a couple of other indicators, including the HA overlay. The HA overlay is an indicator which emulates the Heikin-Ashi candles because we can't use them when connecting to bots because they create kind of fake results in their own way. If you code the HA overlay into it, it actually calculates before going through the process and allows us to use that as an overlay. So if we go down, I can see that I've added the HA overlay. I've added the EMAs, but I've decided to use 2 EMAs. I've used the 8 and the 660. When the 8 EMA is above the 60, it gives us much better results than just using the 100 by itself. So we're making sure that the 8 is above the 60 when we're looking for longs, and the 8 has to be below the 60 when we're looking for shorts. Other information was the best that I personally found was crossovers anywhere. We ignore the 0 line, and it seems that the crossovers anywhere gives us multiple more entries, and some of those entries are quite good and can be filtered out using those Heikin-Ashi candles, which seem to do a much better than that 0 line itself. As you can see, I have actually added several types of the MACD. I've added the MACD, the normalized version, and the leading MACD. Allows you to give them all a go and backtest to find the absolute best results for those. I'm going to be using the leading MACD because that's one that gave me the best results. You will be able to find all of these settings on my Discord so that you can easily import them to your TradingView. ADX I haven't used, the HA overlay as I said I have, and the flat market, RSI etc. I haven't used in the statist either. As I said earlier, I have actually set up a multiple take profits and a single take profit. The reason is that a couple of people have said it on my comments in the section that I'm using the multiple take profits a little bit too often. And often in TradingView, you have to be careful when using the multiple take profits because sometimes when those wins are added to the calculations, they can be added as a new win, which will also give us better results than we're expecting. Although we are protecting our capital, and I do believe that multiple take profits are probably the most best way of actually trading because you're protecting your capital, you're moving that stop loss to break even, and you're taking profits at several levels, which just means that you're always protecting your equity, which is one of the most important parts of trading. So I have done both. Let's have a look at the results over here back at the computer. Right, here we are on the computer. I have set up this is the single take profits as earlier, exactly the same settings as I was talking about earlier. We have our EMAs and our HAs here. So here is the equity curve. As you can see, it is pretty nice for a single take profits. We can work on it, we can optimize it, make it better, but we do have 124 trades. As I said earlier, I'm on Ethereum 15 minutes. We have a net profit of 697%, which is absolutely amazing. We have a profit factor of 1.94, and that's those results. Let's go over to the performance here. As you can see, we've completely smashed the buy to hold return, which was at minus 38%. Our Sortino ratio is 9.86, and we have a Sharp ratio of 0.8, which is getting a lot closer to that 1, which I always aim for. The Sortino of a 9, I generally aim for a 2, and that is absolutely amazing to be that high, so it's good. You can go through all of these results here. As I said earlier, I do always share my settings inside Discord. The very last trade would have been on 11th of May 2022, and our very first trade would have been done all the way back on the 4th of October 2021. So an absolutely amazing performing strategy with all of those trades. Very, very good on a 15 minute. So I guess the best thing now is to look at the multiple take profits. We could also put this on, like I said, several coins and also trade it as several pairs. I'm just going to go through the multiple take profits. Like I said, if you want to download the trading strategy settings, you can do that inside my Discord. I also put a lot of descriptions down in the description below if you haven't understood exactly where I was going with all of the indicators. Right, okay, back down. Right, the multiple take profits. Okay, so this trading strategy has been optimized for multiple take profits. And if you pull this up here, we'll be able to look at the overview itself. The actual net profit on multiple take profits is slightly less at 474%. We have 257 closed trades. We have a 77% win rate, a profit factor of 1.9, which was the same as before. And all of this is pretty much the same. The Sharp ratio and the Sortino ratio is slightly less on multiple take profits as well. One last thing I'll do is go over the David Tech dashboard here, so we can just look at the wins in a row. That's the most important part. Total wins was 72, total losses were 52. We had a max wins in a row of 10, and max losses in a row was 5. So yeah, absolutely. As you can see, it seems like this is a very, very good trading strategy. And thanks to all the options that I've managed to code in, you can actually trade different strategies or find your own settings on a different time frame. For instance, if you're doing something on Bitcoin or Forex or whatever, you can actually code this and optimize it for your trading strategy. Connect it to bots using the Daytrading bots or some of the other bots providers out there, and it will automatically take those trades for you. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Always, as I keep saying, you can find all of the links down in the description. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that one. It seems like the MACD is a very good trading indicator. It's probably the reason that it's downloaded so often, and it's probably one of the most downloaded trading indicators on TradingView or any trading plan, as a matter of fact. Take care, keep safe, keep coding, and I will see you on Friday, where I hope to be releasing lots of exciting new things for the platform. Also, I hope to finish the break of structure, order blocks kind of trading strategy that I've been working on for weeks now. Hopefully I'll be able to get that out for Friday. If not, it'll be another trading strategy. Have a good day, guys. Take care, keep safe, keep coding. Goodbye now.